Hey everyone, Jared Wockenfuss here, and at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. But right now, what I want to do is I want to share with you briefly something that I observed over the last 20 plus years of ministering in a local church in various capacities, whether it was as a children's pastor, a youth pastor, associate, or a men's pastor, just being around the church environment, supervising and training up volunteers. What I learned and what I observed was this. I observed fewer and fewer parents bringing their kids, their children, their teenagers to church. But you know where they were taking them to? They were taking them to all their ball games. They were taking them to the practices and all the different extracurricular activities and sports that they were involved in. Now me, growing up, I love sports. I was a multi-sport athlete. I played 3 different sports during the school year and played sports during the summer. It was a big part of my life. And what I observed in ministry and in church is that fewer and fewer parents were bringing their kids to church. So when I was serving as a youth pastor, I had fewer opportunities to reach out to them and to really disciple them. So that is why I'm so excited about this next phase of ministry in my life, and that is to be joining up with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. For those of you who've never heard of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, I'd encourage you to go to FCA.org and check it out. It's a ministry that's been around for many years. It started in 1954, and now we're in over 100 countries, and we're going to the fields, we're going to the courts, we're going to the tracks, the mat side, we're going there where the athletes are, we're going to the practices. We're helping to equip coaches to be better coaches and infusing the Word of God into their world. We're helping raise up volunteers and community leaders. We're helping to equip youth pastors and those who just have a desire to help with the ministry and to help with discipling and making disciples. The vision of FCA is to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. So kids are coming to the FCA huddles, which are basically small group Bible discussion type settings, and they're growing in their relationship with the Lord. They're growing with one another in their walk with the Lord as they participate in athletics. And then they're going to church. Some of them going on their own, bringing their families. So it's very exciting. For me, my first ministry assignment is an area that encompasses 17 counties in rural South Dakota. I'm going to the places like the one I grew up in, the small towns. I'm going to be going there to find volunteers and leaders and to help equip them to start huddles on their campuses or in their communities, and basically be able to help coaches to develop with the resources that FCA has. FCA has a number of different resources to help people become disciples, better disciples following Jesus Christ, and not just disciples, but disciples that make disciples. And then it's just a ripple effect from there. So I'm excited to get out there and begin training and equipping and finding and recruiting volunteers to help with the FCA mission in these small communities. And this is where I'm going to need your help. My first ministry assignment is to build a team of friends who will partner with me through their prayers and through their financial support. And that's where I'm asking you to consider joining my financial support team. And obviously I'd love for you to continue to pray for me as well. And I promise I'll communicate to you all the good things that God is doing through our efforts. And I'm excited about it. So in order for me to go full time and focus on driving the miles, getting to these communities, building relationships, training up volunteers, equipping them with the resources, I'm going to need your help. And you can basically help in a couple different ways. Of course, prayer, and then also sharing this video with other people. And if you have the resources, or if you would ask God if He would provide the resources for you to join my financial support team, then I ask you to look for the support link. It's either in the comments or in the bio or in the description, depending on what platform you're watching this video on. But find it, click on it, and consider joining my team. I'd really appreciate it. I humbly ask for your support in this journey, in this mission, and I'm excited to reach more people than I could ever reach just waiting for them to come to me. I'm excited about FCA. I'm excited about your partnership, and I'll be praying for you. God bless you, and thank you for your support.